Ariana Afghan Airlines Co. Limited, also known as Ariana, is the largest airline of Afghanistan and serves as the country's national carrier. Founded in 1955, Ariana is the oldest airline of Afghanistan. The company has its main base at Kabul International Airport, from where it operates domestically, and also provides international connections that link Afghanistan with China, Germany, India, Iran, Pakistan, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. The carrier is headquartered in Shāre Naw, Kabul, and it is wholly owned by the Afghan government. Ariana Afghan Airlines has been on the list of air carriers banned in the European Union since October 2006. History = Early years = The airline was set up on January 27, 1955. It was established as Ariana Airlines with the assistance of Endema Company Limited, which initially held a 49% interest, and the government of Afghanistan owned the balance. At the beginning, services were operated to Bahrain, India, Iran, and Lebanon, with a fleet of 3 Douglas DC-3s. In 1957, Pan American World Airways became the minor shareholder of the airline when it took over the 49% interest from Endema. Domestic scheduled services started the same year. By April 1960, a fleet of 3 DC-3s was being used for linking Kabul with Amritsar, Delhi, Jeddah, and Karachi, as well as with some points within Afghanistan, while a single DC-4 operated the Kabul-Kandahar, Turan, Damascus, Beirut, Ankara, Prague, Frankfurt service, so-called a OE Marco Polo route. In the early 1960s, $1,100,000 from US aid to Afghanistan was used to capitalize the company. By March 1970, the airline had 650 employees. At this time, the fleet comprised 1 Boeing 727-100C, 1 CV-440, 1 DC-3 and 2 Douglas DC-6s that worked on routes serving the Middle East, India, Pakistan, the USSR, and Istanbul, Frankfurt and London. Domestic services were then operated by Bakhtar or Watana, which was established by the government in 1967 to this specific purpose. The carrier's first wide-body aircraft, the McDonnell Douglas DC-10-30, entered the fleet in early October 1979. By March 1985, the aircraft fleet consisted of the DC-10 and 2 Boeing 727-100CS. In the mid-1980s, during the Soviet-Afghan War, the carrier was forced to sell the DC-10 to British Caledonian, as the Soviets wanted the carrier to fly the Tupolev Tu-154 as a replacement. In October 1985, Ariana was taken over by Bakhtar, which became the country's new national airline. In 1986, Bakhtar ordered 2 Tupolev Tu-154 milliseconds. The airline took possession of these aircraft in April 1987. In February 1988, Bakhtar was merged back into Ariana, thus creating an airline which could serve both short and long-haul routes. Taliban era After the end of the Soviet war in 1989 and collapse of Najibullah's government, the Taliban took over Kabul in 1996. Afghanistan faced substantial economic sanctions from the international sector during the Taliban regime. The sanctions, along with the Taliban government's control of the company and the grounding of many of the carrier's international flights, had a devastating effect on the economic health of the company through the 1990s. The fleet was reduced to only a handful of Russian and Ukrainian-built M-26s, Yakovlev Yak-40s and 3 Boeing 727s, which were used on the longest domestic routes. In October 1996, Pakistan provided a temporary maintenance and operational base at Karachi. With no overseas assets, by 1999 Ariana's international operations consisted of flights to Dubai only. Also, limited cargo flights continued into China's western provinces. However, sanctions imposed by UN Security Council Resolution 1267 forced the airline company to suspend overseas operations. In November 2001, the airline was grounded completely. According to the Los Angeles Times, with the Taliban's blessing, bin Laden effectively had hijacked Ariana, the national civilian airline of Afghanistan. For 4 years, according to former U.S. aides and exiled Afghan officials, Ariana's passenger and charter flights ferried Islamic militants, arms, cash and opium through the United Arab Emirates and Pakistan. Members of bin Laden's al-Qaeda terrorist network were provided false Ariana identification that gave them free run of airports in the Middle East. According to people interviewed by the Los Angeles Times, Victor Bout's companies helped in running the airline. Post-Taliban era equals. Following the overthrow of the Taliban government during Operation Enduring Freedom, Ariana began to rebuild its operations in December 2001. About a month later, the UN sanctions were finally lifted, permitting the airline to resume international routes again. In 2002, the Government of India gave the carrier a gift of 3 ex-Air India Airbus A300s. Ariana's first international passenger flight since 1999 landed at Indira Gandhi International Airport in January 2002, followed by routes to Pakistan and Germany in June and October the same year, respectively. In 2005, India signed an agreement on aviation cooperation with Afghanistan, with Air India training some 50 officials for Ariana. EU ban. Due to safety regulations, Ariana was mostly banned from flying into European Union airspace in March 2006, with the European Commission allowing the carrier to fly only a single France-registered Airbus A310 into the member states. The ban was extended to the entire fleet in October of that year. The ban was confirmed in subsequent updates of the list released in late 2009 and March 2010. In November 2010, all Afghanistan-registered aircraft were banned from operating in the European Union. Ariana was still included in the 6 latest updates of the list, released in April 2012, December 2012, July 2013, December 2013, April 2014, and December 2014. Destinations. As of August 2014, Ariana Afghan Airlines serves 3 domestic points and 7 international destinations. Most of the routes radiate from Kabul. Fleet. The Ariana Afghan Airlines fleet consists of the following aircraft, as of July 2015. Historic. Ariana operated the following equipment all through its history. Accidents and incidents. According to Aviation Safety Network, as of October 2012, Ariana Afghan Airlines has written off 19 aircraft involved in 13 events, 7 of them being deadly. Casualties totaled 154 souls. The following list includes occurrences that led to at least 1 fatality, resulted in a write-off of the aircraft involved, or both. See also: List of airlines of Afghanistan, transport in Afghanistan. References. Further reading: Piloting Afghanistan to a Prosperous Future. BBC News February 9, 2008. External links: Official website, Ariana Afghan Airlines.